Hi, so good morning. In this short lecture, I'm going to show you the 5 important hacks that every researcher should know. So these tools and techniques will save you hundreds of hours and money when creating your manuscript. And if you're going to stick to the last part of the video, I'm going to share with you a technique that will probably save you in conducting your extensive literature review. So let's get started. Number 5, creating your restore point. So the common practice of a beginner researcher is you will create a single file and then update it from time to time. That is a very bad practice. So I would suggest is you create a multiple folder every day, and then if you're going to update your manuscript, you copy the previous folder and then paste it and rename it with the date today. Okay, so the good thing about doing this kind of practice is, what if you realize that what you did from the previous months or the previous weeks is much better than what you are doing now? So no matter how you click the Control Z or undo in your Microsoft Word, you'll not be able to get to that point. Okay, so the best way is to create a restore point or back up your files or data set. Number 4, split view. So I learned this tool when I was in the masteral program. That's very pathetic, right? So yung split view is just like this one. So if we're going to open this backup file and then open this folder here, okay, the split view will going to let you view the same file with 2 views. That is why it's called split. So let's take a look at this example here. So for instance, if you're going to view some, write some discussion here, for example, in this particular table here, we're going to discuss the table 4.1 in the, let's say, in this portion here. Let's say, let's create a portion here. You will discuss that table here. Discuss here. So if you're going to make a discussion or a paragraph using or referencing that in that particular table, so what others do is you're going to go back there and then you scroll it again, scroll up, scroll down. That is very inefficient. So I would suggest you're going to use the split view. So just go to view and then split. Okay? So in the lower section, you can do your paragraph or section here. And then in the upper section, just click the upper section. Then you can scroll that particular section. Okay? And then you can go back to, let's say, table 4.1. So in this lower portion here, you can make your discussion while looking at the particular table 4.1. So that is how an efficient writer should do. Okay? So number 3, using page break. So this page break will help you a lot of time. As researchers, the common problem of researchers is on the formatting, especially if we're not using the LaTeX and we're just using the Microsoft Word. So let me show you the problem here. So assuming that you already formatted your, let's say, table 4, chapter 4 and your findings and implications. So you already arranged the tables, the figures, okay? And then later on, you realize that you have to update a particular section of the previous chapter. Let's say, for example, the ethical consideration. We're going to copy this one, copy here again, and then let's say just paste that discussion here, create another discussion. So what happens is that we're going to create another discussion here. So the table will be cut in half. Your formatting will change it again. So probably you're going to do is enter, 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 enter. So although you can do that, but the more efficient way to do it is to create a page break. Okay, so how are we going to do that? So let's Control Z. Okay. So what you're going to do is, let's say you backspace it, and then you go to the layout, and then under the breaks, click breaks, and then next page. Okay, and then format that one, and then observe what happens. Okay, So if you're going to update this one, let's say Control V, and then enter, Control V again. Let's say Control V. Okay, observe what happens to that particular chapter. So that chapter just move to the next page. So saving you a lot of time formatting your tables again. Okay, so that is the page break. So number two, using Mendeley. So one of the common challenges of students is to create a bibliography or your in-text citation in APA format. So most students are using the manual formatting. So I would suggest using this Mendeley Reference Manager. So one of the good things about this particular reference manager is it's free and it's very convenient and easy to use. Okay, so if you have not watched the full video, the previous lecture that I made, the full installation, and then how are you going to install the plugin in Microsoft Word, please visit the link above. So just a refresh. So let's say Mendeley. So the Mendeley, if you're going to have the citation, we have the narrative and then the parenthetical citation, the in-text citation. Ibig sabihin, the parenthetical is just this one. You create a line, and then after that line, you are going to insert that particular citation. And then the narrative form, and the narrative type of in-text citation is you're going, in this study by Fernandez, 2009, okay, so that is the narrative format in-text citation. So Mendeley will save you a lot of time. So just go to the references, okay, and then go to the insert citation. But before that, let's say this one here. Let's say we're going to cite the book, The Basic Econometrics by Gujarati. Okay, so let's create a new file here. Okay, so if you're going to click the references and then insert, okay, let's say allow this one. Okay, insert, and then let's say Gujarati. Okay, and then click that particular author. Okay, and then press OK. And then, voila. So that is the parenthetical formatting. So you can, let's say, let's copy some lines here. So let's say this one. Okay, and then let's say, yan. So assuming that, okay, so yeah, that's the parenthetical. So if we're going to do the narrative, just go to insert. And then let's say Nussbaum, let's say Martha Nussbaum, 2006. Okay, and then let's say, okay, so what you're going to do is just edit that one and then transfer the open parenthesis there. Okay, and then just click anywhere in the Word document and then keep the manual edit. Okay, and then you can directly write according to Nussbaum. Okay, comma. So that is the narrative type of in-text citation. So just take a look at this trick here. So if you're going to insert the bibliography, let's say the lower part, references, okay, and then just click this insert bibliography. Okay, then that's it. You will have the references arranged in APA format. So what if you want to insert a particular page of that citation? So here you're going to do that. Just click in this one here and then go to insert or edit the citation. Okay. And then just click that particular file and then that particular name and then that add some page. Let's say 141. Okay, as simple as that. So if you're going to have a multiple authors, So it's very simple. So just insert, and then let's say Gujarati, and then type another author, let's say Nosbam again. Okay, and then just press okay. Okay, so as simple as that. So number one, using Google Scholar. So I believe that as of this moment, you are very familiar or are currently using the Google Scholar. But now I'm going to share with you a trick that will link the Google Scholar and then import it directly to your Mendeley. So here you're going to do it. So in your Google Scholar, just press this button here, and then you go to the settings. Okay, and then in that settings, you go to the bibliography manager and then show links to import citation into. Just click the radio button and then select the refman. Okay, and then just press the save. Okay, and then if you're going to type, let's say, engineering education in Philippines. Okay, and then you are interested in this particular file here. For example, the problems of accreditation and quality assurance of engineering education in developing countries. And then you're going to import this one into your Mendeley. So just click this import refman into refman. Okay, then it will download a particular file, the Scholar 69 RIS. Just click that particular file. Okay, and then automatically, okay, it will save that particular reference in your Mendeley. This one, the Burdia Surek. Okay, just double check the details. So normally, if you're going to download a citation from a prestigious journal, so these details here are almost correct. Okay, so since you watch up to this moment, I will now share with you a tool or technique that will save you a lot of time and resources when conducting your extensive literature review. So, let's say you're interested in this particular particular article here, the engineering education in India, the role of ICT. Okay? So, unless that you have a subscription on this particular journal, you will not be able to read this file here. So, what you're going to do is you have to copy this DOI, the Digital Object Identifier, copy that link address, and then you go to Sci-Hub. Okay? And then, just paste the DOI here, and then 90% of the time, it will work. So, just press open. Okay? And then, voila, you will be able to read this one, and then the most important thing is you will be able to download that particular article. Okay, so if you have some questions or clarifications, please comment down below and I will try to answer your questions as soon as I can. So good luck and God bless.